Sorry for the technical difficulties. We're a little bit late, but we appreciate you staying with us. I'm Kendall.
And I'm Lindsay.
And we work for Grandscape. And we're excited to be here at NFM, one of our tenants, to tell you a little bit more about this wonderful place. Robert?
Well, hey guys, welcome in. So I'm happy to host y'all today and show you around the store a little bit, give you a little bit of a tour.
Cool. So make sure that you comment because, again, we're doing another
giveaway. So make sure, comment in the chat, ask questions, and that will enter you into a giveaway for a $100 NFM gift card. So Robert, I'm curious. Here we are at the entrance. There's so much to see, so much to do. What is the most common thing you hear from someone who's walking into the store for the first time?
For a first-time shopper, I think there's probably three things that we generally hear. When you walk in, you kind of get a wow, overwhelming, or where's the restroom? And if it was overwhelming at first, there's a couple things we have to make the store a little bit smaller for you. We have maps, whether it be the digital map here, or if you're like me and you like paper in your hand, we got paper maps for you. And we always have our security team, like this gentleman over here right now that's helping someone navigate through this big store.
Perfect. That's awesome. I think a lot of people miss this, so it's very helpful. If you can't find someone right away, you can just
It's an easy way to make this big store a little bit smaller.
Okay, let's keep moving. I'm excited to see what the store looks like. So what can we find in the store if we go to the left?
So this is our bazaar, and whenever you come into our bazaar, it should be very seasonal. And right now you can see we have a lot of the flower pots in here, and this is very popular with our customer base right now. It's a great way to be able to make your patio yours and fun and inviting. So anytime you come in here, this is the accessory bazaar, and you should be able to find things to make your space a little bit more of your own.
Definitely dangerous for us girlies who love accessories.
Oh, yes. I feel like I could get lost in here.
Yes, for sure. Okay, well, awesome. Well, I'm curious to hear more about this pop-up shop from our store director. So should we head over there, Robert?
Absolutely. Let's walk over there. And this is something we change out quarterly, and we've just changed this out to something new and fun, so I'm excited to show you guys.
Well, it's something that I love. I know that, Lindsay, you've seen it a few times, like during Christmas and everything like that, but this year, or this season right now, we have something different going on. This looks like so much fun.
Robert, while we're walking, people are starting to comment in their questions.
Okay.
How many square feet is the store?
So the physical store, the retail space, is 565,000 square feet, and then the warehouse on the back side is 1.27 million square feet.
Wow. Oh my goodness. That always shocks me.
It's a large building. So now we've arrived at the pop-up shop here, and like I said, we just changed this out. This is one of our vendor partners, Hooker, and Hooker is just beautiful and style and quality all wrapped into one. And if you walk through the space, the idea here is to be able to give the customers the understanding, the look, the feel that they might be able to get or achieve. And that's very helpful to get this lifestyle living space out there, because there's folks like me out there that cannot visualize it on their own. So I think our visual team does such a great job of putting it together so you don't have to guess, and you can kind of see how it's going to look in your home without having a great imagination. I know it helps me.
This is stunning.
No, it is beautiful. They always do such a wonderful job. Well, that's awesome. Well, cool. Well, thanks for sharing the pop-up shop.
Absolutely.
You guys should come in and see it. It's a lot of fun. Again, it changes quarterly?
It changes quarterly. Yep.
Quarterly. So you have 4 different times to come in and see something new.
I think one really cool thing about the store is NFM does their own events, right?
That's right.
And it looks like there's something going on right now. Can we maybe check it out and stop on the way, and you can point some cool things out to us?
Yeah, we definitely need to check this one out, because this is a real fun event that we're doing right now.
Oh, look, Apple. We have like a whole section for it.
We do have a whole section. So that's one of the neat things about our store. A lot of times folks will ask, what makes NFM different than a typical furniture retailer?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a couple of things. Obviously, we carry electronics, appliances, and flooring. But a couple of the neat facts that people don't realize is we're a top 10 Apple retailer. So if you think about that, out of 3 different locations and 3 standalone stores, we're top 10 in the United States. And also on top of that, we're top 3 whenever it comes into the Meta VR headset display over there, and we are the only in-store experience that we partner with Meta. So if you want to come in and actually experience it, wear them, feel them, play with it, this is the only place in the United States you can do it.
And something that's important to note is that NFM is not just furniture. We sell everything. Like we just passed toys, vacuums, Dyson. We have Dyson hair wrap. We have all things kitchen. So it's not just furniture. Right, Robert?
That is right. And this is another thing that I'm always really proud of. So we try to make it fun for the whole family. So I think that, you know, as a little one, I would think that if you're going to the furniture store with your mom, it's probably an awful experience. But we always have something for your minions at home. Today, we actually have a minion event. And I think there's a couple of things that we want to do. We always want to make the experience fun for everyone coming in the store. So obviously, all these little guys and gals in here are having a great time right now. And you know, just about being little bit sneaky as well. I want to create a core memory that going to Nebraska Furniture Mart is fun. So we get them when they're this big. So hopefully they always remember, you know, when we go there with mom or dad, it was a fun experience.
That's so special. I love that. That's wonderful. Oh, and if you need to refuel, because shopping here could take all day, we can go to Subway. We also have Seeds and scooters and sip while you shop with the Colony Wine Bar.
That's it.
So awesome. Well, should we head upstairs and check out what we have upstairs?
Let's do it.
Awesome. Now we have stairs that you can take upstairs. Can I say stairs more times? And then we have actual physical stairs and an elevator. So just ask if you need any assistance in finding those while shopping at NFM.
So we just had another question come in.
Okay.
How often is just the store decor changed?
The store decor has actually changed daily. So on any given day, our display teams have about what we call 700 moves.
Okay.
So there's 700 pieces out here, whether that be a bed or a couch or a bedroom suite that's going to be switched out on the floor. And the goal with this, and we'll pass a couple of the other showcases, which are like small pop-up shops. The whole goal is if you come in as a consumer 3 to 4 times a year, it's going to feel like a brand new store to you. We want this to be a brand new fun experience for you every time you come in, hopefully inspire you and hopefully get you to buy something.
That's awesome. Whoa, did you see how many mattresses we have here?
So many.
This is incredible. Oh my goodness. Now we have these big tags. Robert, can you explain these better to us? Why do we have electric tags instead of like hard copy?
This is part of our innovation and also part of what we want to give the value to the consumer.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because what we do is we pay a company to search all the web and all the circulars out there. And twice a day, we update these tags to make sure we're the cheapest in town. And it's just another way that we can pass on the best price to the consumer all the time.
That's awesome.
So
I love that. Yeah, for sure. So what are we going to now, Robert?
So there's a couple of things that I want to highlight up here, because if you walk into our store, it kind of is set up from back to front, good, better, best. And what I want to start in the back or the front of the store up here in our design gallery, because I think that there's a couple of things that you should be able to do. It's just a fun thing to look through.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a homemaker, there's a lot of neat things in there. It's also inspiring. And then it's the best of the best. So if you want to get some ideas, no matter where your shopping point is, this could be able to give you some great ideas.
That's awesome.
We're getting so many questions in the chat. You guys keep dropping your questions because that's going to enter you in to win a $100 NFM gift card.
So we'll kind
Hey,
of,
Robert, lots of questions about sales.
okay.
People want to know, what is the best way to find out what is on sale?
There's a lot of different ways. We print. I think that we are on radio. We're on social media. We do a lot of television ads. I know my neighbors always tell me that I'm inundating their television set with commercials. But there's always great ways. But I would love you to come in the store to figure out what's going on, because there's a couple of things that I get this question a lot. What if I buy something today and it goes on sale on the 4th? And I'll tell you this, that we have a 30-day price match guarantee, so it doesn't matter. So if you want to buy something before the actual holiday, come on in, and even if the price changes, I'm going to honor that price for you.
That's awesome.
And then throughout the year, just like any major retailer, we're going to have a sale based around a holiday. And I think that, like we already talked about, the digital tag on the floor is already going to get you the best price in town anyways. So come on in with that price match guarantee. You can't go wrong.
That's awesome. It's good to know.
So as we kind of navigate through the design gallery here, this is one of those hidden gems that a lot of people don't realize that we have. This is the best of the best. So the high end and name brand high quality furniture, whether it be a Hooker, a Lexington, a Bernhardt, a Masad. And then also in-house, we have 10 designers that can help you make, you know, your dream come true. So you can bring us a color palette, generational piece that's been passed down that you want to design your entire house around, or you might have a brand new build and you just want the furniture to match whatever style you're going for. So we have that staff on hand. And then, as I said, this is the good, better, and this is obviously the best. In the back of the store, if you are just starting out going either to college and want to furnish your dorm, or you are getting into your first apartment, you can get you a whole living room suite over there, you know, a couch, a seat, and a love seat for under $1,000. So we, no matter what price point you're at or what season of life you're in, we have it for you.
That's awesome. Well, I definitely came here when buying my couch for college, and it was great, wonderful experience, but that was years ago.
10 out of 10 recommend.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 recommend. Make sure to come to NFM. Well, I'm excited to see the rest of the design gallery. I haven't been up here in a while.
Yep. So if there's as we come up here, these are the workstations that we have. So if you were to have a consult with one of our designers, you'd sit down here and you'd kind of go over whatever your idea or your vision or blank slate is that you want them to help you with. And you can kind of see here, we kind of highlight them in some of these bios that we do and put up on the screens. And then one of the fun things I always like to do, this is, I believe, my second favorite view in the entire store. It kind of gives you a great view outside and to the parking lot and then on into Grandscape.
That is a good view, for sure.
Hello.
And you can see all of the different like patterns and fabrics that you can pick from too. That's so cool.
The space just feels inspiring. The layout of it, what they have here on the floor, it's cool.
And that's what I tell everyone. I even if this is not the price point or the style you're looking for, I think if you come up here, it is inspiring. It does give you some ideas. And I just think it's a fun thing to walk through. So it's the same thing like when I go to the car lot. I'm not going to get to buy the Corvette, but I still want to look at it.
Sure.
So I think that's a fun thing to do.
That's a great way to put it. You know, you can always manifest your future house.
I think
and your furniture.
It's very inspiring and very beautiful.
Okay. So a question people have, how far from the store will NFM deliver?
NFM will deliver as far out as you want to go. So local delivery is within 50 miles. And then after that, we start going into different stages. So you just pay a little bit more. And if it's one in the core 9 states here in the middle of the country, we'll get it to you.
Okay. Nice. Okay. Well, that's awesome to know. So where are we headed next? Clearance?
We'll head back to clearance.
Cool. We'll go that way. This store is huge. And how many clearances do we have? Remind me.
We have 2 clearances here. So downstairs is kind of your, well, actually 3 if we count flooring. So every one of the family groups has its own clearance area. This one up here is going to be predominantly all of our furniture and patio. Downstairs behind the appliances area will be appliances, electronics, and then flooring has a clearance area down there as well.
So you can really find anything in clearance.
You can find anything in clearance. I always tell everyone that's where I start.
Yeah.
I like to see what kind of great deals are in clearance and hopefully encourage my wife to stay there.
Don't go to the design gallery.
Yeah, that is it's one of the great advantages as an employee, and it's also one of the scary things. I don't know how many checks I've recycled in this build.
It can be dangerous, especially when you see how beautiful our layout is. You get inspired.
You do.
And one of these spotlights is actually very cool.
Yep.
It'd be really cool to go see. Our visual merchandising team does an awesome job. I'll let you talk more on that, Robert.
So this is one of those where, again, these change out quarterly and really fun because we have this visual merchandising team on hand and they're so super talented. They're really artists. And we allow them to, with a very, very small budget, kind of inspire and just and kind of have their vision created to just make it fun in the store. And again, as you walk through this store quarterly, this is going to be totally different in a couple of months. So it should be a brand new experience to you. So they always blow my mind on what they can create and do with just a few bucks.
That sounds so cool. Robert, what are the store hours?
The store hours, so we open at 11, so you just started seeing the influx of people coming in, and then we'll close at 8 o'clock, except on Saturdays, we'll close at 9.
Okay. That's good to know. So now we're in furniture clearance.
Wow,
Furniture,
there's a lot in here.
there is. And again, this is another one of those spots. This is, if you watch throughout the day, it's amazing to watch the warehouse team replenish the floor. It's almost like ants because this stuff will start taking off as customers are buying it and picking it up in the customer pickup area out there. And then they're going to replenish the floor from the backside over there. So again, so many pieces are turning through here. And that's another thing that I just want to highlight for our customer base, those of you out there that are listening on the web. Customer pickup, that's something that we don't give ourselves enough credit for, because it, much like a drive-through at a burger joint, you can get your order today and have it delivered and tied down in your car. We'll do that for you. Most other retailers, they have something similar, but you're going to have to drive, to another location, to a warehouse location. We'll do it right here for you. So I think it's just another amenity that we offer to our customer base, just to make it a little easier on them.
That's awesome. Well, speaking of the warehouse, are we allowed to get a sneak peek?
We're going to get a sneak peek. So
Behind the scenes.
So what we're going to have to do is tiptoe, because this is breaking the rules a little bit, but I want you guys to be able to see this, because we talked about my second favorite view earlier. I'm going to show you my first favorite view.
It's crazy how massive this is.
I know. This is like, maybe not top secret, but this is pretty special, guys. This is pretty special. I guess no one thought that they were going to be able to see our warehouse today. Lucky you guys for tuning in. I remember when I saw the warehouse for the first time, I thought it was a green screen. I was in shock. What about you, Lindsay?
So
This is crazy.
this angle right here kind of gives you a little bit of an understanding of how large this warehouse is. So
Wow.
1.27 million square feet. And then we obviously try to maximize, so we stack it all the way to the ceiling in what we call high bay narrow aisles over here. At any given time in this warehouse, we'll have over 160,000 pieces of furniture or electronics, appliances, and flooring. So it's just one of those where, again, this is just a regular time of year ramping up to a sale. Once we get into the fourth quarter, that number of surpassed 200,000 pieces. And then right below us down here is actually that customer pickup area. So again, on a busy Saturday, we'll see about 1,000 cars go through there. And then on a holiday Saturday, which we're coming up on, well, we won't be open on the 4th. That's another nice thing about us. They actually allow us to enjoy our families on any major holiday. You might see about 2,000 cars go through that CPU. So I just think that it's one of those things, again, we try to find a way to service our customers. So product selection, we'll have it in the warehouse for you. And then if you want it today, we can get it tied into your vehicle or loaded into your truck.
That's awesome.
All
Well, as
right.
much as I love being in the warehouse, it's a little roasty toasty.
Yep.
Let's get back on that air conditioning.
And as we are getting nice and comfy in the AC,
All right.
the people want to know, are there credit options to finance purchases?
There are. So we can, whenever you walk in, if that's what you're looking for, go down to the, come on through, Greg. Sorry. No, you're good.
So good.
You can come on down to the customer service area up front, and then we can see what kind of credit line you have. And then we have different financing options you're looking for. If you're looking for deferred, we have 12-month options out there, and then all the way up to, if you want to pay a little bit down and be able to get extended terms, we have that as well. We do have the best rates in town. So that's something to always consider. And if zero is what you're looking for, we have a couple options there with just shorter terms.
That's awesome. Good to know. Okay, well, let's head back onto the
Going there.
floor.
These are great questions, y'all. Don't forget to be dropping them in the chat for a chance to win a $100 NFM gift card. You heard Robert say that there are sales around all the holidays, so what a great time to win a gift card.
Really maximize that money. Okay, where are we going to next, Robert?
All right, we're going to walk out of here, and then we're going to walk through and past the dining area to go back downstairs to show you guys a little bit of our flooring and area rug area.
Awesome. Cool. Yeah, see, there's even accessories and lighting, all in clearance. So make sure you check out clearance before hitting the floor. Definitely a life hack, right?
Absolutely.
Excuse us.
Hello, hello.
So, Robert, as we're walking to flooring, I think one thing that's really neat about NFM is that NFM wants to give back to the community at large. Can you talk a little bit about the volunteer initiatives?
So that is a very neat thing. So any community we go into, we want to make sure that we're good stewards of the community and become a part of the community. So all of our employee base is given 40 VTO hours, so volunteer hours a year. And then we always want to contribute back to the community. A couple of my favorites that we support here. Obviously, a lot of the initiatives with the colony and the local high school here, but the Samaritan Inn, Storehouse is another great one that we do. But it's always about trying to give back and serve the community that we are a part of because they're so great to us. We want to make sure that we're being a great community partner back.
That's amazing. I hear very few employers who would give 40 hours of VTO. It's impressive.
It's just one where we know that the community appreciates it. I know the employees love it. And again, just being a good partner with the community and a great neighbor. And that's what we want to be.
That's awesome. Well, wait, before we go downstairs, we should talk about this awesome free parking garage that we have that no one knows about.
That is true. So it's hot down here in Texas. So anytime y'all come in to visit us, utilize that parking garage. Keep your car in the shade so it's not an oven or a hot box whenever you go back out to it. And I think that is one of the secrets that more people need to get acquainted with, because I know that if you keep your car in that parking garage, it's probably at least 20 degrees cooler whenever you get back in it. So come on out. That's a free parking garage. Make sure you utilize it.
And there's an entrance on the first and third floor?
Yep.
Cool. Awesome. Make sure to use that, guys. And where are we heading to next?
So now we've almost done a full circle. And now we're down here in the flooring area, which is the west side of the store. And it's going to open up into our area rugs.
Very cool.
So down here in Texas, we have a lot of hard surface. So if you're ever in the market for an area rug, this is definitely the place. We have more hanging rugs than you'll see in most retailers, and that'll be able to give you the color selection and variety that you're looking for, or just be able to sample.
Can we show everybody this cool contraption that we have over here? So I guess if you're looking at rugs, you don't have to like go through the
look
piles.
how big these rugs are. So that's another thing, just to be able to give you the visualization. And
can't move it with one arm.
I think that a lot of times people take for granted not only the selection that we have, the great prices that we have, but the most important piece, I think, of the puzzle is the service you're going to get. We are a people business, and we want to make sure that we give you the great experience, all the product knowledge, and that's all through our wonderful sales associates. Like Z over here, he's one of our best. Not only is he going to make it a fun experience for you, he's going to have any kind of product knowledge questions. He'll be able to answer them right off the top. And I just think that whenever you're making a purchase, one of the things you always want to do is feel confident in that purchase and understand what you're getting into. And we always want to make sure that you're comfortable, because the key to everything is making sure you're getting exactly what you want, and it's going to fit your need. You understand the value, but more importantly, have fun. And I don't think you can have fun if you're confused. So I think our sales associates do such a great job of making it fun, but also giving you the information you need to feel confident in your purchase.
That's awesome. Well, before we say bye, should we walk everybody by the finance counter just so
Let's
they know where it is?
Absolutely.
Cool. Because the finance counter is something that everyone
How's
should
it going,
know about.
guys?
And they can get a Mark card, right?
They can get a Mark card.
Or an NFM card.
Absolutely.
Very
How's it going?
You know, you walk in and the store feels so big, but we've just made a full loop. It's pretty easy to navigate.
It is easy to navigate, and that's what I always tell everyone. I say, what kind of advice would you give if you had somebody coming in for the first time? One, bring your walking shoes. I think a lot of times the first time average customer says it takes them about 4 hours to go through all the different categories and navigate. Bring your sense of wonder and curiosity, because we have a lot more than most are expecting with carrying the appliances, electronics, flooring, and some of the other offerings that we have. Gaming is another one that people don't tend to understand that we have until they get in here.
Yeah.
But I think the most important piece that I would give everyone: shoes, curiosity, sense of wonder, come to have fun, because that's what we want. We want to create a fun environment for you. I know our salespeople want to have fun, so we want you to have fun, because when we're both having fun, that's when the magic happens.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, here's our finance area. It's right before the checkout stands and everything like that. So you can also get help from the sales team. They'll direct you. But other than that, is there anything else that you want to show us in the store?
I don't think so. I thank y'all for coming in. I hope y'all had fun today.
Oh, yeah.
So, so that's the key to everything. I think that we have anything you need. So any kind of home furnishing need, this is kind of a one-stop shop for you. But like I said, it should be a fun experience for you. You're going to get the product knowledge that you need to make your decision, and hopefully have a great time while you're here.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time, and thank you for showing us around the store. We love being here.
Absolutely. And make sure, if you want to follow along all the fun at NFM, you can follow them on Instagram at NFM Picks, Facebook at NFM Fans, or of course, visit NFM.com.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Robert, for
All
your
right.
time.
Thanks,
Thank you all
guys.
for joining us. See you soon.
Bye, guys.